I am very fine and hope you're also very fine.
Yeah. Okay, so we are meeting first time. May I know a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, myself Muhammad Alam. I am from Uttar Pradesh and in Ambedkar Nagar district. So I am a government teacher right now. In 2025, 5th of December 2050, 2020, I got a job of a government teacher. Before it, in 2015, I completed my B.Ed. And after completed my B.Ed, just after, in 2020, I got a job of a primary teacher. And I have been working as a primary teacher for 3 years. So, and I love to play cricket, and I follow lots of cricketers from the world. And I also like to play music on keyboards. So these are my hobbies. And I am 35 years old right now. I have two children, one daughter and a son. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, congratulations to your job. Government job is not a very easy task nowadays. So congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. And let me introduce myself. If you know about me, so there
Yeah,
is no
yeah,
need
I
if
know. Yeah, you need no introduction because you are so famous on YouTube. Everyone is watching you. So everyone is also following you because you motivate lots of people to learn English. And I am also one of them who is motivated from you. When I saw your videos, I just tried to just spoke to you so that I may also know whether I am fluent enough to make a conversation to someone who I don't know. So it was a motivation which I get from you.
Yeah, thank you so much for the compliment. I'm trying my level best. I want to help people. That is my aim. And if I talk about people following me, and yeah, that is why I want to deliver good content. And I'm also learning this language. So yeah, that is a very good thing if you people are learning from my videos. Okay, so you want to share your journey. You messaged me and you wanted to share your journey on like how did you learn this language and how did you become an English how did you become a teacher? So please tell me. I'm very curious to know about your journey.
Yes, ma'am, sure. I'm gonna tell you. As a teacher, when I completed my intermediate, my economical state of my family wasn't good, and my parents didn't have enough money to carry on my studies because I was from science stream, and I had to get completed my BSc. But I didn't have money to get admission to BSc, so I joined BA classes. And the first day when I attended the class, in the BA class, English class was there. So Mr. T.N. Singh was teaching, and he was teaching what he was teaching. I don't know. I didn't know because I didn't understand even a sentence, whatever was told by him. So, because in intermediate, if you are a student of PCM, you pay more attention on these subjects. So, you are very less familiar about the grammar rules, or these are some basic rules that you know what is direct and indirect speech, you know what is active and passive voice. You don't know little bit translation, but as far as speaking is concerned, you was totally unfamiliar with the fact. So it was also with me, and I couldn't understand even a sentence. What happened? True love. The poem was being taught, written by William Shakespeare. I couldn't understand even the theme of the particular poem. So I was very frustrated in the class. I came back to home and just I thought that I am not able to study anymore. I was very frustrated, but I instead went to the market and bought a book named Rapid English Speaking Course, and I started memorizing the sentences. I didn't know the construction of the grammar. I didn't know the rules of the grammar, but just I started memorizing the sentences, and the first sentence which I memorized, I remember today. So I'm still remembering it that please move a bit, and I used it everywhere wherever I went. So
Maybe
and
could you repeat that
when
sentence? Could you
please
repeat?
move a bit. Yeah, please move a bit.
Please move a bit. Okay.
Yeah. Please move a bit. The first sentence which I memorized. So wherever I went, I used these sentences, used the sentences which I had memorized, and I got a very positive response from the people who ever listened to me. So it was the motivation that I got from the people that at that point of time, I came to know that English is so important. It keeps you important from other peoples also, because
Yeah.
when you are speaking English, English is a normal language. Everyone is speaking. So anyone does not pay any heed you if you are speaking Hindi. Otherwise, if you are speaking English, the person who doesn't know what English is, he just pay all the attention to you. So this was my journey. I just started from there, and after that, I started teaching the students from 1 to 8. And since after that, I started teaching grammar in an inter college. But fortunately, I got a job and I had left the job. But as you know that in the northern part of India, in particularly in UP, the primary teachers are not supposed to be good or fluent at English. But I just accepted the challenge, and I decided that a day would come that I also would be a very good speaker. I have not achieved it yet, but I think that I am working hard. I'm striving so hard that I believe in myself, and believing yourself leads you to success. Because if you complete your works, you cannot complete any work with perfection, but you can try. Because we know that nothing is perfect in the world. Even only thing that is perfect, God and zero. If you want to be zero or you want to be God, this is your choice.
Yeah,
So
that.
I just started from zero, from the perfection, and I'm going towards perfection. And I feel that a day will come. I will also speak like you are speaking on YouTube channels, and you're creating lots of motivation, so that the people are getting motivation from you. So this is the inspiration which I got from the society, and I thankful to the people who motivated me.
Yeah. Okay, so you learned this language with the help of that rapid fire English book only.
No, no, not really. Because I just learned 100 or 125 sentences from that book. Not really learned, but I memorized. I told you earlier that I didn't know about construction of the sentences, and even the agreement and subjects and verbs or Nesfield rules or When and Martin's, everything, whatever is in the grammar, I didn't know. Almost 10% grammar was known to me, perhaps. Otherwise, I didn't know much about that. So it was very difficult for me to understand others, but now it has become very easy, and I can understand and I can express myself, and I can speak a bit also. I am not so fluent, I know, but I can express myself at least.
Yeah, so your English has improved because of teaching, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You started teaching, yeah, because teaching is also very important if you want to learn anything. So you should start teaching that thing, whatever you know, you should start
Yeah.
teaching, and you will add something on daily basis.
Yes, but now I have left teaching because when I was teaching intermediate students, it was a faculty that I was being challenged by my students. And when you get any challenge in your life, you pay more attention on it. And after coming to primary school, it has become totally useless. Whatever knowledge you haven't to teach there. So because it's a Hindi medium school, so you have not to teach your students in English. So it has become very difficult for me to maintain that fluency, to maintain that practice. And more unfortunately, that I don't have any acquaintance at the place in my locality, so that I may continue speaking. That is why it is very difficult for me to maintain the fluency and to maintain the vocab construction which I made earlier. I had learned almost 700 or 1200 phrases were learned to me. I had learned, but now I have forgotten almost half of them.
Because lack of practice.
Yeah, lack of
So
practice.
is it your first conversation with anyone?
Yeah, this is my second conversation. Before it, I made a conversation with Ali from Amethi, and he appreciated my effort. Yeah, yeah, you have also made a conversation with him, and
Yes. Yeah.
so it's a very unique experience that I'm expressing myself. And you know, ma'am, I don't have any acquaintance or anyone from my friend who can speak English. So I have not chatted anyone on video call in English. This is my second, as I have told you earlier. With
Yeah.
Ali, that was my first, but second time I am talking to you.
Okay. So yeah, like now you are well settled in your career. You don't
Yeah,
need to learn this language. So why are you learning this language?
yeah.
Is there
This
any specific purpose?
uh, yeah, yeah. The very good question you have asked, man. It's my passion because it has given me a recognition in the society. Before it, I was also like a normal man, but now in my vicinity, I'm a famous as a English teacher. I'm famous as an English teacher. So the recognition, the reputation, the fame, the dignity which I have got through this, I don't wanna lose that, because whatever I have got through this language. Because there were 40 questions in the question paper when I attended the examination of Super TET held in UP, and I corrected all them. 40 out of 40 questions were corrected. So whatever I am today because of English. So I am not gonna forget it. I will just improve. I have just determined myself that I will not let it go from my hands. This is an opportunity given by God, and I have not to waste it.
Yeah. So other people also get motivation from you because you are speaking quite good English. So they also get motivation from you and they also want to learn this language. So is there anyone who asked you they want to learn English from you?
Yeah, there are many pupils in my vicinity. They have asked to teach them English well, but ma'am, English isn't a subject, or any language isn't a subject to teach someone. If someone has interest in it, because when curiosity comes from your inner part, in
Yeah, yeah.
hello, yeah, ma'am,
Yes.
your picture was gone, so I kept quiet. So, English is not a language that you can teach to someone, but language comes to you yourself when inner urge is stirred up by your thoughts. When you think that the particular thing is good to be done, so you can do it. Otherwise, there are a lot of things people are doing, and a lot of things people are interested in. So there have been many people have asked that you have to teach me English, but I tell them very frequently and smartly what to talk about. If you are not interested in a particular language, who can teach you? So you have to,
Yeah,
that ma'am, very famous phrase, God helps those who help themselves. So firstly you have to help yourself, then you get
right.
some help from others too. So as a learner, you must strive, and if there any hindrance, you should take the assist of your teachers.
Okay, yeah, your story is very motivational story. So, is your family also feel good about your story and your struggle?
Yeah, it's a very inspirational story for the
Mm.
villagers too, and there are lots of students from my village. They have gone in cities for education because they have seen me becoming successful. And my son is 5 years old. He also speaks English well, and he interacts me. So I am just training him so that he might not face the problem which I have faced. So you
Right.
can see behind me they are playing, and they are
Yeah.
doing something. I don't know, but yeah, they are playing with me. This happens with me a lot, and I spend lots of time with my children, and I am very glad.
Yeah. So, what about your wife? Is your wife can speak in English?
No, that's the pity of mine that I don't have a partner who can speak English. But just I am satisfied that whatever it is the best one given me to God, by God. Sorry.
So, don't she wants to learn English? So, doesn't she
Uh,
wants to learn?
I have never asked her, and as I have told you earlier, that when you want to learn some language, you have to be ready. You have to ready yourself. And if she
Right.
is not ready, how can I force this to her?
Yes, you cannot force. So, as a person, how is she as a person? She motivates you, she helps you, she inspires you. What kind
See,
of person she is?
yeah, everything inspires you. If you get inspiration, the wall also inspires you. The fan is also inspiring you. Everything, whatever is you are surrounded by, everything inspire you. But you have to take inspiration from that. So I get lots of inspiration from her because she is very calm. She is very patient. So it's very good thing which I had never thought that I am gonna get this, and I am very thankful to God that I was given so good partner, and I appreciate her effort.
Yeah, so they like nowadays it's a very difficult to find a good partner who
Yes,
can understand you, like whatever you are doing, who motivates you. That is very
yeah,
difficult thing. But if you have
yes,
so you should grateful for these things, and you will receive a lot of more things in your life. Yeah,
Yes,
so if
ma'am.
yeah, if I talk about if I ask you like if anyone want to start learning this language as a beginner, so what would you suggest them?
First of all, I would suggest him to read books
Hmm.
without any comma or full stop. Just read and read and read. If you start reading fluently and with good speed, means that the construction of the sentences will fit in your mind. And in reading, in that process, you will also instill some sentences in your mind also. When and you will start speaking. Because if you are going after grammar, or if you are going after some rules, means that that process is going to be very long. But you have to read. While reading, you have to understand the particular process whatever is being used in the book or the article whatever you are reading. So, and I also have done with myself something, that I talk to myself because I don't have any acquaintance. I have told you earlier. I talk to myself, and talking to myself, talking to yourself has lots of benefits, while it has lots of disadvantage also. Uh, Benefits is that if you don't have any acquaintance, you can talk to yourself, you can express yourself within yourself. And the disadvantage of talking to yourself, that it confines you within the limits of your words. Because whatever vocabulary you have, whatever bank of words you have, whatever phrases you have, whatever construction of sentences you have, you talk to within itself. And if you want to go out of it, you need another person who is different from you. Otherwise you can't think out of the box. If you
Right.
want to think out of the box, you have to engage with other person, so that you may feel the challenge that is coming from the front.
Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of energy from you. You are very motivated kind of person.
Okay, thanks a lot,
So
ma'am. Thanks a lot.
yeah. Okay, so my next question is, how would you define you in 5 words?
I'm a very diligent
Hmm.
and self-motivating, patientful, hardworking person.
Okay. If money wasn't an issue, so what would be your future goal?
My future goal would be a teacher. Whether there were money or not, it didn't matter for me, because I had decided that in future I would be a teacher. I started teaching as a private teacher. I was very happy amongst the students who were striving to initialize their life from a lower to higher one. As an educator, you just expect from the students that they will go from a lower to higher life, and that is what I was also expecting. And there are lots of students of mine who have who are who have got lots of jobs, like they have been selected in IIT, they have selected in needs also. So I have lots of students who are very successful, and whenever I meet him or her, I just feel very happy.
Right. You were like you as teaching is kind of social work as well. You are making new generation. You are putting their ideas, their thoughts, and your motivation to them, and they will become very good. Like they will become best what they have in their themselves. That is very
Yeah,
good profession, I think.
yeah, yes, ma'am. If they are not gonna be best, perhaps they are trying to be best. That's the better
Yes.
thing. And as a teacher, we have lots of responsibility to perform in the schools. As we know that we have to choose the curriculum according to the age group of the students, and we have to manage our classes. We have to create some positive environment so the students get not bored and they may learn positively in the classrooms. And we have some individual remedial teaching also, so that we may help our students individually. And we have to assess and evaluate our students so that we may know what are the problems happening with our students. And if we are able to find out what the problem our students are facing, then we can find some solutions. That's the most important thing. You have to recognize each and every students what the particular speciality the particular students has. If you are
Right.
able to recognizing this ability, means that you are a successful teacher. As a
Success.
successful teacher, and parental conversation is also needed there, because you have to inform the mold in the character that is being done in the classes, because you don't only teach, but you also mold the character of a student. You give him lots of powers, the power of thinking, the power of logics, the power of utilizing his time, the power of caliber, the power of using his powers, the power of concentrating on a particular target, the power of choosing a particular target which is gettable and which is wiseful. So you have to give the power, these powers to your students, and you have to mostly be
Hmm.
concentrate on a particular thing, that the power that you are given must not be preserved in a particular student wherever he go. You have to train your students in different situations, in different circumstances, to express himself. Otherwise they are having lots of knowledge, but they are not exposing it, means that they are wasting that knowledge. So you have to train them so that wherever they go, they may spread it, they may give the knowledge to others also.
Right. So who inspires you? Who is
Yeah,
your
I am.
motivation?
Yes, ma'am. I have told you earlier that I inspire by everything. For example, I am just standing there
So
in the
anyone,
shade
any
of a.
specific person or any specific motivational speaker whom you following?
Yes, yes. Very rightly you asked the question, so I'm gonna answer it. I am following nowadays. Nowadays, I am hearing Muniba Mazari. Perhaps you have heard the name
Yeah,
from Pakistan.
he's my favorite one. I'm
Yes,
also
he is
following
my.
her.
Her story is so inspirational that everyone, whoever has heard and will listen her, cannot help himself from being impressed by her simple language. How she expresses herself is very commendable, and how influently she speaks, and how stupendously she puts her views on a various things. So she is my favorite one. I have just heard her story, and while hearing her story, I
Her
couldn't
subject.
help myself. I couldn't help myself. My eyes were teared. So it was a good experience to hear her.
Same happened with me while listening to his story. Same happened with me. So she is very great speaker. Like her
Yeah.
story, her way of talking, her way of living, everything is amazing.
Yes, yes. And one more people whom I am following right now, Mr. Anand Mahindra. Perhaps you have heard him also.
No,
His
I.
speaking is so, yeah, yeah. Listen him. Uh, he is so
What is the
advanced
name?
that Anand
What is the name?
Mahindra. Anand
Anand Mahir.
Mahindra.
Okay,
Yes.
I will check it
He,
out.
he speaks so advanced English that when first time I listened him, it was very difficult for me to understand him. In a line, I didn't know the meaning of almost three or four, 5 words. So
Hmm.
he is speaking. So it was totally undigestible for me. But I tried and I learned all the words, whatever he used. I know that I'm not able to use those words in my own language I'm talking right now, but I can understand at least.
Okay, so he is a motivational speaker or English speaker?
Yeah, yeah, he is a motivational speaker.
I will check it out after the session. So
And
yeah, I have a
Priyanka
lot of.
Chopra, yeah, Priyanka
Yes,
Chopra is also a very good speaker.
yes, Priyanka Chopra is also very good speaker. Sometime I listen to her. That is
Yeah.
very good. Yeah.
So, ma'am, you haven't told about yourself. I know about yourself, but how's your journey going? Because you are just your subscribers are increasing by leaps and bounds on YouTube. So, what's your experience have been on YouTube?
Okay, so first I want to answer your first question. How did I learn this language? So first thing I
Yeah,
started learning when I started learning this language, I joined Clapingo. I think you know about Clapingo. So I joined
yeah,
Clapingo
yeah,
and I had a lot of conversation with them, more than 1,000 session I had with them. And whatever I have learned from them, I started uploading on my YouTube channel. So this is how my YouTube channel also there. And if I talk about my YouTube channel, so I am enjoying whatever I'm doing. There are a lot of opportunities flowing on my way. I can connect with so many people, so many like I am having conversation with you. So it is because of YouTube channel. So
yeah.
I can say, yeah, YouTube is a very good thing for me. I never think about this type of opportunity I will get in future. So That is the thing. YouTube is a very good thing for me, and I'm learning so many things from people, and people always get like people always give me a good feedback. So that is also good. They inspires my on my from my videos. So I am very happy with my YouTube channel.
Yes, I have watched almost all your videos, and you have improved a lot when you
Yeah,
began as a speaker. But now you have become a fluent, and perhaps you have just shifted from a intermediate to advanced level. You are just shifting in a process, but I think that day will come. You also be an advanced speaker of English. And how will you rate my English speaking? Whether I'm good in expressing or not?
Yes, so actually I enjoyed a lot, like whatever you are speaking, I can understand each and everything, and you are speaking very good English. You are using advanced vocabulary as well. That is what I want to know from you. Like how did you learn these kind of vocabulary? Because learning vocabulary is different thing and using vocabulary is different thing. So
Yes, ma'am.
and if I talk about your English, so you are speaking good, but sometimes I feel like you are not using listen only. You are saying listen, but we have to use listen to. I have
Yeah,
listened
yeah,
to. So like
yeah, yeah.
some mistakes you are making, not
Yeah,
lot of mistakes, some here and there some mistakes, but you have good command on basics, I feel, and you are a good speaker, I
yes, ma'am.
believe.
I also know that listen to is used, but when
Mm.
you speak fluently, there are lots of mistakes you do, and if you are doing mistakes and you are accepting it, means that
Yeah,
yeah, if you are accepting and recorrecting it yourself, means that you are on the highway of your development, and
yeah. I always
uh,
seek
uh,
feedback. If someone is, if I'm having conversation with anyone, so I always seek feedback. Please give me a feedback where I need to improve, where I have to
yeah,
work on my English. I always looking
I
after
I
feedback.
know I know you are better than me, and perhaps you're the best. But I think there is a little bit improvement needed uh,
Mm,
in the field of advanced vocabulary, because
yeah,
advanced speaking is all about advanced vocabulary.
yeah,
For example, a sentence, you have to express a sentence in many ways. If you are able to do so, means that you have been just shifted
yeah.
from normal to
I
advanced.
know I'm using very simple vocabulary, simple words, but I want to improve. I'm learning so many vocabulary, but I'm not able to use while conversation. While conversing, I use my simple words. I don't know why, but I want to improve
Yeah.
this.
you can
Definitely.
only do you can only do you have to read newspapers, and especially the Hindu or Times of India, and if you read it and read the whole news, and after that just repeat it in your way, and try to copy the vocabulary that are being used in a particular article whatever you are reading. So if you
Yeah.
do several times, it becomes a habit, and when it
Mm,
becomes a habit, it will automatically utter out from your mouth. There
yeah.
is no attempt is needed. So this is the perhaps the best way to learn, because how much you will practice, no sooner did you realize that you are using simple words than the problem is solved.
Mm,
So
okay.
so
Yeah.
ma'am,
So
can you suggest me some way the mistakes I am doing, how can I recorrect it?
no, you are not making a lot of mistake. You are making simple mistakes, and you are aware about it, and you have to work on it little bit. Yeah. Otherwise, you are good in
This
this
is
language.
because of this is because of
You,
lack of practice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do this, do what you are doing. You are on the right way, and you are speaking good. So be confident. You are already very confident. You are very energetic.
Yeah.
So now we have to sum up the session because we have running of time, and we will
Okay.
connect soon. And I enjoyed a lot. Inspired from I inspired your story. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. And
Bye
you
bye.
inspire lots of person, including me. So have a good day. May God bless
Thank
you.
you so much. Bye
Bye.
bye.